Welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is a delicious batch of ginger snaps. I'm excited to share this recipe with you today because they are perfect little cookies. Not only to have with a cup of tea, they're also just perfect for a Christmas gift, a birthday gift, anniversary, or you name it. So if this recipe interests you and you can't wait to make some, stick around and let's get started. So what I'm going to be using here is 1 cup of room temperature butter or margarine. Pop it into your bowl, and 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. Pop that in there. And then what we're going to be using as well is 2 tablespoonfuls of ginger, ground ginger or fresh ginger, and 1 teaspoonful of cinnamon. Now this recipe that I'm sharing here with you today is a special recipe, and I'm going to talk about that one as we go. But first what we'll do is blend the butter and the sugar together and get it creamed. After you've got it starting to cream, I'm just going to take this down off of the paddle. We're going to be mixing in there. Make sure it's down from the sides. Now you can do this with a stand-up blender with this paddle, or you could start it with a blender, mix it together just to cream up the butter and the sugar, or do it with a wooden spoon and your hand. Whatever works for you. Now what we're going to be putting in here now is 1/2 cup of molasses, and I'm just using here today a table molasses, a fancy molasses it's called, but you could use molasses of your choice, and just pop it into a bowl like this. And you can put a little bit of oil into your measuring cup, and then this helps the molasses to come out a little easier. We got 1 teaspoonful of baking soda, and you're going to pour that, oh my god, I break the glass now, pour that into the bowl and mix it together until it's blended in, and you'll see that the molasses is starting to frizz. I'll show you that. So once you got that done, pour that in with your butter, sugar, and your spices. Now what I was saying about this recipe, my friend Trixie gave me her mom's recipe, and her mom's recipe she've had, I'm going to say, pretty much all of her life, and her kids grown up with this recipe. Now she would put in 2 teaspoonfuls of ground ginger, but you use your choice. I use 2 tablespoonfuls because I love the ginger, and we'll talk about that more as well. And just blend that together then when you got your molasses in with your butter and sugar. Until it's all blended, of course. Now for those of you that know me, I don't usually have a mixer. I'm doing everything by hand, but I decided that I'm going to incorporate a mixer into my cooking and baking and see how that goes. Make it a little quicker and of course a little easier for working with. But I do have a ton of videos on there that making it by hand. So what you're going to do now is gradually mix in there 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm using white flour, so put in about 1 cup at a time just to mix it through. And what you can do if you're using a mixer with the paddle, bring it down from the sides to get it all together. But if you're doing it by hand, just keep mixing the flour in until it starts to come together, and I'll show you what that looks like. Before I use up all of my sifted flour, I'm going to be putting in 2.5 teaspoonfuls of baking powder, and I'm tossing that in with the last cup of my flour and just blend it on in through. That's all I need to do there. So I'm just going to take this dough now down from the paddle and I'm going to put this out onto my countertop. So now what I'm going to do is bring all this dough out onto my countertop here and continue forming it out. Just look at this beautiful texture of this dough, and it's so tasty. I mean, this just bursts with the taste of ginger, and we just love it. Hey Raymond, like we've made so many ginger cookies for our neighbors and friends. It's exciting, and that's what I want to talk about as well. I want to talk about that you can also make these and use it as a gift. Now I'm going to put this on top of this board here as well, because I want to put some plastic there, form it into a log. And what I'm talking about, make these for gifts. Instead of giving gifts for whatever occasion, birthday, Christmas, anniversary, how nice is it to give gifts of food? And these cookies, these snaps, ginger snaps, are perfect for that. They've got that beautiful taste and smells amazing. So put it into a log like this. You can keep it in your fridge for half an hour to harden the butter, or you can make them right away. But this is just to form it into a log. So what you would need also is a cookie pan and some parchment paper, and you can wrinkle the parchment paper off, and that will stay in place for you on the tray, on the cookie tray. And what my friend Trixie had said to me, her and her sister Cynthia, they said when their mom used to make these ginger snaps, of course we had them a few times with visiting them, they would just take pieces of the ginger dough, roll it into a ball, and put it on the pan and flatten it down with a fork until it's super thin. So it's nice and thin, so when they start to bake, they will go really thin and crispy, and they're nice. What I've been doing, and this is your choice when you go to make them, I've been putting it into a log and just cutting off about a little less than 1/4 of an inch of dough, and I'm going to show you that, and put on the tray. You can dip it in some sugar, have a little bit of sugar on the top, or you could leave it out, and when it's finished baking, dust them with some confectionery sugar or leave them plain. Now I'm going to show you what I'll do next. Now you don't necessarily have to flatten these pieces of dough with the fork. You can do it with the palm of your hand, make it flat, just to flatten it out. Or you can do like this, get yourself a cutter or a knife and just take a slice of the cookie like this and put it onto the tray. So whichever, and the smaller it is, like the thinner it is, the thinner the cookie is going to be when it's baked. This is a little soft.
So
you know.
what you're saying, they're good and thin, so that means you're going to eat more.
Absolutely. Yeah, we know you will, Raymond, for sure, right? And you know what? As well, it's you'll make more. Right? You'll make more. You'll have more cookies that way. But
so you'd eat about 6 of them with a good cup of tea.
Yeah, you would. Oh boy, Raymond.
We would say a good spot of tea.
A good spot of tea. So put them on your board. You're absolutely right, Raymond. So put them onto your cookie sheet like this. You can frame them out. Or you can use a cookie cutter. I'm going to let you decide what you want to do with your dough. After you've made it, you can get creative. Get your kids to help you. There's no egg in this, so if you nibble on it a little tiny bit, that's fine too. So it's no big thing. So just cut them all out like this and put it onto the cookie tray. So now I hope that I got you excited to make these little ginger snaps, because they are a delicious staple to any baking occasion. I'm going to say, for us here, we make them all through the year if we want a little taste of that ginger. Again, I'm going to leave it to you to decide if you want to roll it into the plastic, put it in the fridge and let it cool a little bit for about half an hour, or if you want to cut it right away and put it in the fridge. in the fridge, in the oven. And we're going to be baking these on a 350 Fahrenheit preheated oven, and anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes, and that's depending on your oven. And again, keep them about probably half inch to an inch apart on the pan, because you don't want for them to stick together. And I'll show you what they look like when they come out, and tell you a little bit more about this delicious recipe and what you can do with these cookies. Our ginger snaps are baked. Oh my gosh, they smell so delicious. I'm going to show you what they look like, and I'm going to give you some more details about these delicious little cookies. Now just look at these little delicious cookies. I gotta wait until they come to totally room temperature, because we don't want to move them too soon. And this is the one that I just rolled into a ball and flattened with my fork. So you decide. You want to cut them thinner, cut them bigger, that's fine. And you also, what you could do, if you didn't want to put sugar on it first, you can just dust them with a nice dusting of the confectionery sugar, just to make them look like they're just got a nice coating of snow on them, or keep them plain. You know, I always say Raymond is just not just a pretty face. he's working back there, he's working his arms and legs off, just trying to get to those cookies and giving us good tidbits. So I want to tell you, he said, why do these cookies look darker than those cookies? The reasons for that: this one was made with a cooking molasses, which was a darker molasses, and this one was made with a fancy molasses, which was a lighter molasses. So which that is totally up to you. Of course, they're both equally as delicious. Got that snap, of course, perfect for having a cup of tea. I got mine poured up there. And I was talking a little bit about, you can make these as gifts. Get yourself a Christmas gift box, you can get your birthday gift boxes, you name it. You could even get anniversary ones, and put, you know, half a dozen or a dozen of those ginger snaps in there, close them down, and use them as a gift, because who don't like food gifts for any occasion? And outside of that, then you can have it yourself with a nice cup of tea, and dip your cookie into the tea and have a taste. So good. And you can also make your cookies, you log a little bit bigger, and make the cookies a little thinner like this. And Trixie was saying that her mom liked making these cookies small like this, and then, like you said, they still got the nice little crunch and snap to it for the ginger snap. And again, this is it. Spice it up the way you like it. But Susie, you made delicious ginger snaps, and I'm excited that I'm sharing it with our viewers here today. So again, I hope you're excited to make these delicious ginger snaps as well. But just look at them all around, just absolutely delicious. I am so excited. We're going to gift these, Raymond. We're going to be giving gingerbread cookies out all day. So if you like this recipe and you can't wait to make it, we're going to supply it down and under this video. It's either an arrow pointing down or a see more. Just open it up and you can just print it there. If you can't find it there, visit us on our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com.
I was thinking there then, with friends and neighbours, when we go knock on the door or ring the doorbell and say, Happy Ginger Snap Day. It's a good day for a cup of tea and the ginger snap.
They'll love it. They'll love it. You know they will, because they're 2 thumbs up. You can also visit us on our Facebook page. Send us a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. Before I go, I want to thank Trixie and Cynthia for sharing their mom's recipe with us. That is so sweet, and we'll treasure it forever. And also, we're not going to take any more of your time. We know it's precious, and we thank each and every one of you for stopping by here today. On behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours, you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours, Bonita's Kitchen.